Hey everybody, Happy New Year. I just wanted to pop on here and do a flip through of my December daily from this year, and then also show you real quick a Christmas photo album that I made for my family to look at when we were all together on Christmas Day. I'll show you this one real quick first because it's pretty simple. I just wanted to show you what I did and let you know that my family really enjoyed looking at it. So it took a while for me to make, but it was something that they really had fun with when we were all together. I had this bright idea that I wanted to put together an album that was Christmas pictures throughout the year, or throughout the years. So I sat down and I went through all of our boxes of photos and stuff, got my mom and dad's photos out and my own, and I pulled out all the pictures that were from Christmases, and I scanned all of them, and then I put copies of them all in this album for them to look at. And so, and by the way, I'll put timestamps in the description for where things start, just in case there's parts of this video that you're not interested in watching. So I'm going to slide this aside. And so I made this, it's fabric cover, and I made it kind of in a traveler's notebook style with removable signatures, because that way, not just one person can hog the album at a time. More than one person can look at it. So I'll just show you real quick here the outside of it. And I made it with 6 inserts, but I only actually ended up adding pictures on 4 of the inserts, and it's already pretty heavy, so I don't know if I'm going to use the last 2 in this book or not. I might end up just finishing the last insert and then starting a new book because it's already pretty heavy. So these are the 2 that haven't been used yet. And then I found a Christmas card that I made for my parents a long time ago that I stuck in the back. And so yeah, all I did is I made each one of the booklets removable, and I just used a bunch of scrapbook paper, and then I did photo mats and added a variety of stickers of the pictures throughout the years, and then whoever wanted to look at it could just take one of the booklets out and flip through it, so more than one person could look at a time. So yeah, it's just very simple. It's all pictures and stickers and some pretty scrapbook paper and some digital printables, and they really enjoyed it. So my intent is to keep adding throughout the years, every time we get together for Christmas. So that is that book. Set that aside. So yeah, now my December daily, I did actually do a quick video flip through of it before I started putting anything in it, and I'm going to insert that video here, just so you can see what it looked like before I started working in it. The reason I'm doing that is because I wanted to highlight that this book was made with it's a single signature, and I made it with just 10 sheets of paper, and look how, how it bulked up. So I'm definitely not the type of person that can buy an already embellished journal, because I like to add a lot of dimension to my books, and that just wouldn't work for me because it's already pretty thick. So I'll put that video in here real quick, and then I'll also put a timestamp for when the actual flip through starts for this one. So, okay, this one it's all fabric. I did this fabric tie here, And this year, I bought this really cute flannel fabric with these retro deer, little baby deer on it. And I am really into the retro that's so popular this year. I don't know, it's never really been my thing before. I've always really liked traditional, but I really like all the retro patterns. Like this here is really retro too. And then I bought a little package of bows from Joann, and I glued one of them on here. I just wrapped a little piece of Christmas ribbon around the center of it instead of the twisty tie that was on it. And I've just got a little piece of a doily or like a applique, and then a button and a ruffle here that I sewed on. And all right, here we go. Oh yeah, I was gonna write 2021 December daily in the front, and I totally forgot, of course. So yeah, I've just got a few tabs on some of the pages, some ruffles. I stuck some Christmas cards in the back here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get going here. So I didn't have something to put in it every single day. If I did on that day, I put the actual date, but there are some pages here where I put, like this one here, December 16th through December 23rd, because really not much was going on. I'm not really a person that is into using prompts for my journals, so it's more just kind of boring daily life stuff. So here I just put a picture of my Christmas tree this year. I usually do a tabletop Christmas tree, have for the last several years, because I got tired of the cats climbing the tree and knocking it down. I'd come out in the morning and the tree would be laying on the floor. So I started using a smaller tree. And then I had just been talking to my family about how they used to decorate our downtown where I live. And then I found this picture that somebody posted on Facebook of the downtown area in the 1950s and how they used to decorate for Christmas. And then here I put, this is my version of Christmas cookies this year, because this, for the majority of 2021, I have been on kind of a health journey, and I've been trying to make better choices with what I'm eating and trying to lose some weight and hopefully improve my cardiovascular health in the process. So I just made some graham crackers and with a little bit of frosting on it and some little cookie sprinkles on it. So those are my Christmas cookies. And then this is a picture of a bunch of Christmas journals that I made and that I was hoping to swap with some people. My shop isn't opened anymore, but I still wanted to make some Christmas books, so, and get into my Christmas stash of fabric and papers and stuff, so I made a bunch of those up. And then this is a picture of my kitty cat, Georgie. It's just me and him now, because unfortunately, it's been kind of a rough year last year. I lost 3 of my fur babies within about 15 months. So yeah, it's been kind of tough. And then this one, I just took a picture of an amazing sunset that we had one night. It was just, the sky was just absolutely on fire. And here I've got the selfie that I normally put in my journals, because I don't usually have a lot of pictures of myself, because I'm usually the one taking all the pictures. So I just took the traditional December daily selfie. And this was a day that a friend and I got together, and we met at a local Mexican restaurant for lunch. So I just took a couple of pictures, and I actually found the pictures online and stuck them in there. And then this is a picture of the candle that she got me for Christmas. It was hot cocoa and cream, and boy, it smelled like baking brownies in the oven when it was lit. And then just another picture of me and my big guy. And then this here is a picture of the creepy talking Christmas tree that used to be in one of the department stores in our mall. And for whatever reason, I was always terrified of this tree and wouldn't go anywhere near it when I was a kid. So somebody had posted a picture of it on Facebook, so I had to print it out and stick it in there. And here are just some Christmas purchases. I bought myself some Christmas socks and a Merry and Bright coffee mug. And then I took a picture of Georgie and the sunset coming in the window because it was so pretty. I had to snap a picture and really shows off his markings. And then this is a picture of a candy cane advent calendar that I made. When I was a little girl, my grandma used to, she made us these advent calendars, and it doesn't look like hers because I wanted to use scraps of Christmas fabric that I had, but it's the same, you know, long skinny design with 25 candy canes tied on it. So that was kind of fun. And then this is a copy or a picture of a patio stone that I had my mom make me several years ago when I had lost a couple of my kitty cats, and I wanted her to do a rainbow bridge scene. And then I asked her, it had been sitting outside and it was kind of weathering, so I asked her if she would touch it up and then add the 3 babies that I lost last year. So she did that for me. And then these are a couple of pictures of some really, really vintage ornaments that my mom had that from when she and my dad were first married, and some of them came actually from my grandparents too. They were extremely fragile, but I'm so grateful to have them. I didn't want to put them on the tree. I wanted to display them in a bowl instead because I didn't want to take the chance of accidentally breaking them. And then, like I said, I'm really into the retro stuff this year, so I bought this Christmas tree from Hobby Lobby. It's one of those ceramic Christmas trees with lights on it. And let's see here. And this, in December, it was really kind of crazy weather. We normally have a lot of snow in December, but the temperatures were really mild, so I actually took Georgie outside to sit in the sunshine on this day. And then on this day, I went to the mall and I went to Bath and Body Works because they were having a candle sale. And I bought some of their candles, and then I also had seen some at Joann's for half price, so I bought a good selection of 3-wick candles there. I like to burn a lot of them in the winter time. Kind of helps with the stale air. And then when I was in the mall, you know, they used to have the Santa display, or whatever you want to call it, in the middle of the mall for all to see. In the last few years, they've had it down at like one end where nobody can see it. And I mean, it's like, it's all pretty, you know, where they bring out his seat and everything, but I couldn't believe it because it was so creepy. They had this dummy Santa in the seat this day. I just thought, that's really creepy. If I think it's creepy, can you imagine what kids think? And then this is the center of the signature, and I just put some stickers and die cuts and stuff. And then on this day, December 15th, the weather was just, it was 65 degrees. I couldn't believe it. I mean, we never hit 65 degrees in December. Like I said, we usually have snow. And so, oh, and then this day I took a picture of the carnage of working on my December daily because I had stuff scattered all over the room. And then here we've got several days I'm covering here. I took some pictures of my keepsake ornaments. This was my new one from this year. It's an ornament of Winifred from Hocus Pocus, and then I've got some from A Christmas Story, and I took some more too, and I just backed them on paper and stuck them in this little pocket here, which is the envelope that my car registration stickers came in. And then I took a couple pictures here of my mom and dad's house, one of their porch decorated up, and then a little spot in their house that my mom has some little Christmas trees on with lights. And then on this day, my mom and I went to this Victorian holiday open house. It's a house in town, and it's a private home, but the owners decorate it in a Victorian Christmas style, and they open it up to the public, and they don't charge to get in. All they ask is, you know, that you consider making a cash donation for the Friends of Noah Animal Rescue. So my mom and I went to that, and it was the first time we'd ever been. We didn't even know it existed, but it was just amazing, the inside of their house. Every single room, including their bathrooms, were decorated for Christmas. So I took a bunch of pictures of that. They had this Santa statue I mean, this is like life-size Santa statue on the front porch. And I have a couple more pictures of the inside. This one here, they actually hung a tree upside down from the ceiling and had it all like, they even had it like decorated with a tree skirt and with presents on the ceiling. That was pretty cool. And then I took some more pictures of it and stuck them in this pocket here. And then on this day, we had some friends come and visit us. So they'd given me a bottle of chocolate raspberry wine, which is amazing. I had never had it before. And I ordered this angel kitty. Hopefully, I was hoping to use it for a tree topper for Christmas, but there was a huge delay in it getting here. So when it got here, I just stuck it on my bookshelf. And I think I'll probably just keep it up all year round. And then on this day was COVID booster day. And then now we're at the winter solstice here. I just found this picture online. I thought it was really pretty. And then Hobby Lobby started having their clearance sale on Christmas stuff. And I went and I picked up this little ceramic gingerbread house that lights up. And I think it was like $10 or $12 or something. Couldn't resist. And then on this day, we went to a house in town that every year they do a Christmas light show that's timed to music. So if you tune in to one of the radio stations, you can listen to the music and watch the light show. So it was kind of hard to get a picture of it because it was so much blinking and flashing that I wanted just a picture of it all lit up. So this was the best I could do. I only got the one decent picture. And then on this day, I got a big box full of Christmas goodies from Dolly, who's Gypsy Rose Paperie. And I just took a picture of the outside of the box because she had it decorated so awesome that I just didn't want to cut it apart. I opened it from the bottom because I liked the top so much. And then I just took a bunch of pictures here of the things that she sent me. And I stuck them in this little paper sack, which also came in the box. She sent me a bunch of like Christmas ephemera and embellishments and stuff, which was perfect because I didn't really have a whole lot since I had destashed a whole bunch of it that I had like a couple of years ago. And then I just have this little pocket here, and the tape, of course, isn't sticking because it's washi tape and it never does. But I just cut off the labels of a couple of different seasonal coffee creamers that I like. I like the peppermint mocha and the frosted sugar cookie ones. And I just stuck those in there. And now we are at Christmas Day. So I just have a variety of pictures of my family and the food that we ate and the snacks. And like I got a picture of my dad looking at one of the booklets from the Christmas album. And then my niece looking at it too. And then let's see. Presents, now we're at present opening here. So I got that. And then this excuse me, I cut this out with my Cricut, the Jolliest Bunch of Assholes, this side of the nut house. And I had to stick a note in here that said that if anyone is looking at this in the future before you get your panties in a wad, this is a funny phrase from the movie Christmas Vacation. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. So I had to put that in there. And now we're at New Year's Eve, and I just wrote that it's just Big Georgie and me for New Year's Eve. It was our first year alone for the holidays. And then in this little back pocket here, I just put some of the tags that came on my Christmas gifts, and then some pictures of the actual Christmas gifts that I received. And because I ran out of pages, otherwise I would have put them on the pages. I only did 10 sheets of paper because I don't usually have that much going on in December. So I didn't figure I was going to need more than, I guess it would be like 40 sides for pages. But I did run out of pages, so I ended up having to create a couple of pockets. So that is my December daily. And I will probably also do just like a non-chatty version flip through of this for people that aren't really interested in listening to me ramble. But thank you very much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you guys soon.